understand that. Before I continue, most of you that find yourself in the United Kingdom, most of you are always requesting that, oh, we need P-Live, we need Picoflex, we need this. Please, anyone in Europe, UK, in the States, Canada, wherever you find yourself, you need not to come all the way to Ghana for Mavix products or anything that these Arabian oils that I import in. If you need one, just go to Healing Hands Heart. Okay, go to Healing Hands Heart. Healing Hands Heart, you can locate them in the United Kingdom. The producer will display their number so that you can call them, whomever wants any product from Power Life Herbal Center. Any product from Power Life Herbal Center, it being the spiritual pomade, the spiritual herbal soap, hair grow. In terms of this winter, most of you are going to lose your hair. Okay, most of you are going to lose your hair. If you have the hair grow, it will help strengthen your hair for you. You can contact them. You need the spiritual herbs for bathing as well. You can contact them. Anything at all, please call Healing Hands Heart in the United Kingdom, and they will be of help, much help, because they can do overnight delivery for you rather than we sending it from Africa to you. It might take a month. I know people that you send within more than 2 months. They will keep on calling you that I haven't received my medicine, I haven't received my oil. Okay, we need to understand all that. So if you contact Healing Hands, it will help you, because you might really need that medicine or that spiritual oil for your beneficial or for your spiritual needs. Rather than calling Ghana for it, it will delay. But if you call Healing Hands, they will be of help and you will get it as soon as possible. So please have that in mind. Let's continue, and then when I end with this paragraph, I will take a short break, and when I come back, we'll continue and understand more about making money spiritually. All that I'm giving you are introduction as to how you make money. From next week, we will dive more. Okay, we will dive more. Producer, do you have the cell that you can use to make money? Can you display the cell so that I will explain certain things for them to understand? Now, these 4 cells that you see on your screen, when you use each of them, or when you combine maybe 2 or the 4 of them, they can give you the ability of thinking, and everything that you do will be successful. Okay, so as we are moving ahead, you will be understanding all these embodiments or symbols. You will understand most of them. So please always join me so that you can understand where we are going. We are traveling far. We want to understand everything vividly. Even if you are not practicing it, you can even do something for yourself. So have that in mind. Now, it is very difficult to accept, but having a lot of money can quickly lead you to boredom if you don't know what you really want from life. I remember when I was a teenager, I always say, if I have money, I will do a whole lot of it with it. Now, after high school, I was still in my teen. Then I started receiving quite an amount from my mom because I was going to the uni. So every money was now coming to me direct. Now, this is what I was doing. Because the money was coming, at first, I'll go and queue, and then before the watch seller will come, I'll be there in the queue with my friends, laughing, giggling here and there to buy the watch. Now, when I started having enough money in my account where I could go to the ATM and withdraw money, I was eating in the restaurant. So the time that I was spending with my friends, I wasn't getting that anymore. The video games that I was playing with my friends, I rather prefer to have my game in my room and play it alone. So indirectly, I was shifting from my friends, and they kept on calling the house line. Then it wasn't a mobile phone, it was a landline. They would call, is he around? And then they would say, yeah, he's in his room playing game. I hope you understand. I kept on moving from them. Meanwhile, I thought when I have money, I'll be able to give happiness to all these friends. But the little that was coming rather kept me away from them. I never even understood what I was doing until I grew up and started learning much about the spiritual aspect. Then I realized, oh, the money was rather pushing me, controlling me, instead of controlling my emotions, instead of me controlling the money. So most of us, we choose not to understand that money can make you very bored, or it can bring you boredom. When I say money can bring you boredom, you can understand it in your own way. It can make you put an end to certain hobbies that you do, or certain activities that you do day to day. Maybe you like eating from the local chop bar. Now, because you have money, you are scared when you are going to eat there, someone will see you, and then you are all over the TV, everywhere. Someone will see you and say that, oh, look at this rich man or this rich woman, and she is sitting at this wayside eating, how do you call it, wayside choba or fufu. Please, you need not to worry about that. You need to feel free. When you begin to do that, it means that the money is controlling you. You are not rather controlling the money. The money is telling you what to do. It is directing you, hey, take me here, take me there. Okay? And when it happens that way, remember that we have higher entities who are always watching whatever we do, and they will be just looking at you, and it can go a long way to affect you. So you need to have that in mind, that whatever you do, you have to make sure that, one, the money doesn't control you. Two, you have enough time for yourself to plan as to how you will spend this money. That is why you need to look at the happiness that comes, or that money can give you, or what you can make yourself happy when you have the money. When you receive that money that you've been dreaming of, when you have it, you need to make sure that you create that time. So in the spiritual aspect, if you are able to create time, if you know timing for yourself, the money will eventually come. And you don't have to slaughter an animal, you don't have to do anything, the money will automatically come. Yes, at times you need spiritual push-up or by doing one or two herbs to push you up to that level where you can achieve the money without having any spiritual attacks. But in all this, you have to make sure that you are able to create enough time for yourself. And if you are able to create enough time for yourself, it goes a long way to help you. So please have that in mind. The main ingredient for making money spiritually, as we are moving ahead, is time. Okay, it's time. If you know you are very time conscious, you will know how to spend money, how to enjoy yourself when it comes to money, and not money enjoying you or spending you. When money is enjoying you, you will never be happy. When money is spending you, it will drain you. It will drag you to your grave early before your time. So you need to have that in mind. Please, let's move on before I take a short break and drink water and then come back. Having a lot of money in your bank account, okay, does not secure your life. That is it. No. If you have humongous amount of money in your bank account, you have fat amount of money in your bank account, okay, does not guarantee that, oh, you are secured. No. Does not guarantee that you are secured. Why am I saying that? Because when you have this money at the bank, what are you really doing with the money? There are some people, when they come to me, realize that even charity itself is a problem for them. They don't know that I have more than 2 or I have more than 3. So this person doesn't have it. So let me share with such a person. So spiritually, such things fight against us when we are in need of money. Meanwhile, if you are shared, the more you give, the more you receive. But most of us don't understand that, and it goes a long way to affect us. Let me take a short break and drink water. When I come back, we'll look at how time factor counts spiritually when we are looking for money. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back for such a wonderful break. At times I need it, we are in Africa, or in West Africa, we are also in our winter, what we call the Harmattan. And during this time, it's very hazy and the weather is very dry. So when you talk for a while, your throat becomes very dry. You need to take a short break and then drink some water and then come back. Now, if today is your first time of watching this class, this is an educative class where we are learning more about our spiritual lives or our spiritual aspects of life. Please share for your friends to also join. Like, if you are watching on Facebook, like our Facebook page, follow us, and then if you are watching on YouTube, like the page and then click the bottom as well. You subscribe to the YouTube page, click the bell there, so that anytime that we come on live with we have so many interesting educational programs that has to relate with spiritual. Click is all about spiritual and entertainment. Anytime we come on live, you will be able to join and then also listen and then benefit from it as well. So please have in mind, today we are discussing about making money spiritually, and then the aspect that we are talking about when you want to achieve your spiritual purpose, the most important is timing. If you know timing, you'll be able to achieve your spiritual purpose. So today, the main topic that we are treating is timing in making money spiritually. And before we went on break, I was talking about if you are able to use time very well, the time itself will bring the money to you. Why? Because you are always thinking about the service that you render to mankind and not what the money that mankind will give you. So the more service you render to mankind, the more money that will turn out to come to you as well. So if I know most people who are very good in whatever they do, but because when they start receiving one or two money, they begin to forget about what is bringing them that fame. They think, oh, I'm on TV now, I'm here, so let me forget about that, and it will go against you. It means that you are allowing the little money that is coming to control you, which is very, very wrong. Hence, let's look at it. Spending money, exciting and pleasant things, that is where the joys or the joy comes from. Okay, if you know how to spend money, at times someone can say, me, I spend money a lot. It's not just spending money useless that we are talking about, no. Spending it wisely, knowing, thinking about, giving yourself time to think about how to use the money judiciously. That is what we are talking about. Okay, that is what we are talking about. So you need to bear in mind. Spending money, do you know that most people work throughout their lifetime without taking a vacation? Why is it that when you go to the western side, they are always coming to Africa for vacation? You go to our resort and then you see them there, having time. Whilst they are coming down here, are you aware that they are coming with just a little amount of money just for vacation, but they will live here with huge amount of money? Why? When they come down here, they realize the opportunity or the humongous amount of money that is here that we are not thinking about. So you see them coming back to set up restaurants, to set up clothing lines, to set up a whole lot systems that we don't have here. At times, I remember there's this place which I wouldn't mention, that I normally go there to wash my car, and it's just like when you're in the western side, how they wash your car for you. You just drive your car through, you come out, it is clean, everything is done. You need not to get down. If you are getting down, then it means maybe you want them to clean the interior for you. So you can imagine. And the owner of such place is from the western side. At times, our brother from the Middle East, they do come down here for holidays just to enjoy themselves and then go back, because there are so many things that they can do in Africa that they cannot do over there because of the laws that bundles them or entangles them. So when they come here, they realize, I need, let's say, soft drink. I can't get soft drink. I need biscuit. I can't get biscuit. Then it means if I come and set up a huge supermarket in this place, I'll make a whole lot of money, because there's nothing such here. So when you look vividly into the Ghanaian system, or let's say the West Africa, most of these humongous supermarkets are being owned by our brothers from the Middle East. And they got the idea by taking a vacation. So at times, when you also take a vacation, okay, it could be taking a vacation to maybe a village or driving to a countryside just to have a sightsee. But by you getting there, you realize that there's so much money that I can make here, rather than sitting in my office, working myself 24/7 without taking a break. Okay, so if you understand this, you know that most of these shops that we have in Ghana, okay, are being owned by foreigners. And you ask yourself, why is it that we have this being owned? My favorite place that I love to buy my food when I close very late, because they choose to close very late as well. They don't even close. They work 24 hours. 24 hours. And on their menu, when you go there, it depends on the time. They have what they serve for you at breakfast. Maybe breakfast starts from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. I hope you understand. Then 11 a.m. to 4 is lunch. So they have categorized everything. And from 4 to, let's say, 3 a.m. again, it's dinner. So anywhere you are coming from, you can always pass by and eat. They are always there 24/7. So if I'm starving, I just pass by. If I check the time and it's within maybe breakfast, I just go and have breakfast. It's within dinner, I pass there and have dinner and go home and sleep. I hope you understand. So we need to think about all this. And the owners are not Ghanaians. They are not Ghanaians. No. But they are making so much money from there and they are employing Ghanaians to work for them. So you can also take a vacation. Go outside your country. Go and see what is there. By you doing that, you are making good use of the time that you have. It's not always about making money. It's not always about chasing money. At times, you may not have money at all. But when you step out there, you get 1 or 2 ideas. When you put them together, you make money. That is what I was saying. Those embodiments that I displayed on the screen. As we are moving ahead, we will understand how we'll use them, and they will give us idea where to pass to receive our money that we've been dreaming of. So we need to be very, very much careful. So it's about the pleasant of spending the money. That is where it gives you the joy. So if you are always thinking about money, please forget. The money will come, but you will be very bored. Money can bring you joy, but only when you have found joyous ways of releasing your money. Now, each and every one watching me is an adult. Imagine yourself if you're a woman or you're a man. And you know, when let me use sex, okay? That is when you understand it better. When you really want to have sex and your partner is around, you see how you play your romance gradually and you make sure that you are satisfied. And when you are satisfied and your partner is not satisfied, you go to the streamer to make your partner satisfied before you finish the game. It's the same thing that I'm talking about. Releasing. If you are able to release, bring this joy or find the joys that lies within this money, that is when you'll be able to release the money that you've been looking for. So if you are rendering service, you have to make sure that your customer is satisfied with the service that you are rendering. I hope you understand. You need to be very, very sure that the service that you are rendering, your client or your customer is very satisfied with it. Other than that, you need to make sure that always the customer or the client comes first. And if you put the client or customer first, they will keep on coming and you will always be making money all the time. Most people working their way to receive a lot of money makes them feel unbearable, bored, and they give up many hobbies and interests. Example, most spiritual practitioners, I will use them as example. Why am I using spiritual practitioners? At the beginning, when they want to, they start practicing using herbs or using their spiritual abilities that they have to help people. They do all they can to make sure that the people receive whatever that they are looking for. Okay, they have time for them, they are able to receive it. But once they start having the money and the money is coming gradually, they begin to shift. So instead of maybe if at first they were always on phone with the people, they stop picking their calls. That is how it starts from. They stop picking their calls. They stop paying much attention to them. And these are the same people that have pushed you to the level that you are now. You rendered service to them and they thank you in return. Some of them thank you with car, some of them thank you with house, some of them thank you with money, some of them thank you with a whole lot of things. Okay, so if right now you have that money, you need to know that the source of that money is from the spiritual service that you are rendering to mankind. So you need to put in more effort. But if you allow the incoming money to control you, gradually those people that are always following you, they will keep on dropping. Why? Because the attention that you were giving them at first, that were giving them positive results, they are no longer getting that kind of attention anymore. So what is happening is they keep on withdrawing from you day in and day out. So you have to bear in mind. Now let's continue. So if you are a spiritual practitioner and you are beginning to make money and you feel, oh, this is the time I need to enjoy life, you need to spend money, you need to do this. But spending money doesn't mean you need to think about ways and means of making sure that you are very time conscious. Oh, okay, maybe I have this business now. That business that you have, how can you balance it with the spiritual work that you do? That is what I'm talking about. It's not about focusing on one thing and then you leave the other. When you do that, you leave the people that are following you hanging, and it's not good. It's not good. And you shouldn't always think about what you can benefit from those that are coming to you. Just render the service to them, and as you do that, the money itself will come naturally without you chasing it. Okay, so in this case, if your hobby is to help people, is to be around the people you render service with, by doing this, you are no longer going to abandon them, which is your hobby. If you abandon them, then it means that they can no longer have access to your service anymore. And if they can't have access to your service anymore, they look somewhere else, because there are always spiritual practitioners everywhere you go. But maybe the good one to follow is the problem, and they find you as someone that they can follow. So you need to give them that attention so that they can keep on following you. So if the feeling that you are having, okay, is to have money in abundance, don't make it very unbearable for you. How? By the time you realize you are back to poverty, that is when it becomes very unbearable for you. You chase the money, but the money controlled you. And when money is controlling you, you do things before you realize that, oh, I've done this. So you need to be very, very, you need to pay much attention to that as well. Now, this is allowing the money to have bad effect on you, because most people think excess money will bring enjoyable as imagine always. Okay, that is what I said. When you allow the money to have bad effects on you, when you allow the money to cast bad spell on you, do this, do that, someone can travel from Accra to maybe the north just to go and eat TZ and coming back. That is not spending money. No, that is not spending money. Knowing the time, how, when, okay, how, when, that is, you know how to spend money. It's not by throwing money on the streets that means you are spending money. No. When you begin to do that, spiritually, you are dimming the source of where that money is coming from. So you need to be very, very much, pay much attention to that. And if you are able to do that, all these things that enables money to flow into your life will start flowing. And you ask yourself, am I really, really having money like the way I did not expect? Yes, you are. You are not dreaming. That is what you have. It's not you winning the lottery. You have worked your way through to reach that level. So please, don't be overwhelmed. Don't let it control you. Don't let it control you. And once the money starts to come, a whole lot of ideas will begin to flow. A whole lot of ideas will begin to flow. And when these ideas are flowing, please be careful that it doesn't control you. I think we have 1 or 2 messages on Facebook. Facebook. Let me read them and then producer, my Facebook is not really as you are watching there. If you can check it for me, because now from patient about 4 saying watching from London. Hello London people, I hope you are all doing well. And from Teresa Yabua, hey, my wife, she said good. And then from my daughter from Gloria J said, I love you daddy, I love you daughter, I hope you are all doing very very well. Yes. So I think producer, am I right? Is it just 3 messages on Facebook so far? Okay then. You can keep your questions coming. It doesn't matter. Whatever question you have, you can keep them dropping. And then I'll read them for you as well. We have some likes as well, but when I am ending today's lectures, I will give you those who liked us on Facebook and then YouTube as well, so that you, at least it will be a form of appreciating them coming to class. Not that they came but we did not pay much attention to them. Each and every one in class is very very much appreciable, like the way we are discussing time now. So now you are in class learning how to secure money spiritually, okay? And that is a very good way of making money. It's a time. As you are in class right now, someone might be somewhere having fun. Maybe he or she might have seen or found her way or his way of making money. So do not compare yourself to such a person, else it will affect you. So if you don't have the money and you are finding it difficulty, come to class, listen to whatever I'm teaching you, and start practicing them, and it will go a long way to help you. If you are running service, give more service and just don't think about money, and the money will come, okay? And give yourself time. Not that I've just worked this, so I have to get the money. No. Give yourself time, and then the money will come by itself, okay? Let's continue. When it comes to money, this is what counts. What you do actually want. Let me take it again. When it comes to money, this is what counts. What do you actually want to do with your time? When it comes to money, this is what counts. What do you in the house, watching me at the moment, in your office, maybe in your car, wherever you are watching me, in the Telegram class, what do you really want to do with your time? If you know what to do with your time, when the money comes, you'll be able to use it. You will be able to control the money, not the money controlling you. So those symbols that you saw, or the embodiment that you saw on the screen, if you use them and you are very time conscious, because at times you need to wake up at certain period before you use them. If you are able to use them according to those times, definitely the idea of making money will come. And some of the things like making sure that money doesn't run out of your pocket, when you use them, they will also come. So you need to be very much careful that in all this you have to be very time conscious. When you have money, how will you spend your time on your daily basis? So you see, the Creator itself looks at how you will spend your time when you have money. When you have money, how are you going to spend your time? Mostly when we don't have it, we are always giving humongous vows. And yesterday I discussed about vows, and I told you to desist from making vows, because they can lead you to a position that can affect you big time, okay? So you need to be very careful that you don't go and give humongous vows. You need to be very careful. So how will you spend your time on your daily activities? If you could buy whatever you want, what will you buy? So the questions that I was asking, I asked these two people, Okay, during my research, I asked them, and one was like, I'll buy a house at Trasaco and here and here. I'm asking you, when you have money, the question number one, please, you can send your answers on the platform, on the main page. Every student should give me what they would do with these questions that I'm asking. Question number one, this is assignment that I'm giving you. It's a teaser. Now, when you have money, how will you spend your time on a daily basis? That is the question number one. Question number two, if you could buy whatever you want, what will you buy? If you could buy whatever you want, what will you buy? Question number three, how will you spend your day? How will you spend your day? The last question, where would you travel and why? If you have the money in abundance, where will you take your vacation and why that location? Please, by the close of tomorrow, each and every one on the Telegram, in the Telegram theater, I want to see all of you, your answer. If you mention your name and then you give me your answers, okay, don't write them, give it to me in a voice note, what you will do with it. If you can answer all these questions like this, then the money itself doesn't matter. Okay, so if you know where you are going and the reason why you are going, that money that you are using to buy the ticket to travel to for that vacation doesn't matter to you, because you know what you gain from the trip or the vacation you are taking. So we need to have that in mind. We need to have that in mind, and it will really, really help us. Now, you are not actually trying to manifest money. You are manifesting the lifestyle, security, and the pleasure that money can bring. Okay, you are not actually trying to manifest money, but what? You are manifesting the lifestyle, security, and the pleasure that money can bring. It must sound like there's not much difference. So between you not actually trying to manifest money, but rather manifesting the lifestyle, security, and pleasure that money brings, most of you might not understand these two differences. And when next week we come, we explore, we take these two, you understanding, you actually using, trying to manifest money, and then the second one, which is manifesting the lifestyle, the security and pleasure that money brings. Next week, God willing, when I come, we'll take this from there and then we'll hit it harder. And by the time we will finish, we'll be able to know how to use these cells. So these are the basics of today's lectures. I have to make way for spiritual drive with Mr. Handsome, so that he can also come. So as I'm leaving, don't leave now. There are more to come. Mr. Handsome is coming your way with another interesting topic. So you stay tuned and then enjoy your time with Mr. Handsome on the spiritual drive. Before we leave, I think we had some likes. Let me look at them, and then I'm having issue with assessing the likes and love that I got today. I don't know why, but if producer, you can help me. Whenever I hit it, it takes me to the main page. Well, forgive me if I'm not able to mention the names of those of you who liked the page or who liked the program itself. Please forgive me, for I'm having difficulties trying to find out those of you who liked, and then it's still not going through. And Mr. Handsome is ready. He's still waiting, so I have to give way for Mr. Handsome to take over. So basically, this is what I have for you for today's class. I hope you are learning from it. It might sound a bit funny to you, very stressful, but if you can take your time to go over and over again, you understand what I am presenting to you. When the Creator bless us with next week Tuesday. I'll be here to give you the extended version of making money spiritually. Bye bye.